Hello, everybody, again, and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host, Mike, and with me I have the fearless ninja, Kage.
What's cracking, Big Smackin'?
Not a lot of cracking, fool. Just kidding. I've got a decent show for you to plan today. I've got some NSAV news. We're going back to Camber Energy. Apparently, Camber Energy there, Kage, is trending on the top of Yahoo's top just trending item stocks. As for today, now tomorrow could be different as we go forward throughout the week. It should be an interesting week. Could be an interesting week for you guys to do some lock and loading on certain shares that you want to do. Obviously, we don't go for the promoted. Going into today, hope everybody had a decent Christmas. I hope nobody got broken up with their girlfriend or boyfriend, or I hope everything went well for you guys, and hopefully you got out to see your families. I know there was a lot of Delta and United Airlines flights that were cut. Did you see that at all, Kage?
Somewhat. My sister was thinking about flying out, but it was kind of one of those things where you have to weigh the risks, I guess.
We also saw in the news that COVID Karen did get arrested on the airplane. She got arrested by the FBI for fighting with passengers, for taking bites with their masks and things like that. And so we'll have to see how that one plays out. That was an interesting thing to see. There's always seems to be a fight on the airplane all the time. Not a good idea to start fights on the airplane.
There's nothing better than seeing a Karen get shut down.
Yeah.
Given what she deserves.
Yeah. People don't take that light when you get out of your seat. So just an FYI is take your grievances on the phone or something like that when you're done. So not a good idea. So going on to we have some interesting NSAV news popped before Christmas, and there was a little Christmas treat with NSAV with the shareholders there and the boys and girls above. First, before that broke there, it looks like NSAV Director, Head of Blockchain Operations, Silver Bear Capital Partners, stated that we are proud to announce that NSAV DEX2 is using Bitnance Smart Chain, which is a dual chain architecture, and it empowers users to build their decentralized app and digital assets on the one blockchain and take advantage of the fast trading exchange on the other. Their permissions of fully decentralized exchange platform with NSAV DEX. You can trade, stake, and liquidity mining. NSAV DEX and the 1 second finance can support up to 10,000 transactions per second. That's a lot of transactions there, Kage, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot of stocks that they're putting forward.
It's a lot of transactions with all the different items they have with the tokens and cryptocurrency and all other types of NFT forms there. So that's great there. It looks like NSAV decentralized exchange will be governed by the community governance details to be announced. The users will be able to trade digital market assets, play lottery, and predict and earn passive income by referral programs. Subjects are terms and conditions. NSAV DEX is scalable to individuals who access unlimited markets with the NSAV DEX2 exchange. Now, you've seen some predictions out there that this stock will possibly hit. There's rumors of $1, but if we could get the momentum back we got last year, then that would be even great, just to see back into the 7 and 12 cent range. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. It looks like they said the NSAV DEX has inter-blockchain technology protocol besides spot products pair with derivative pairs such as futures, options, crypto funds, crypto indies, and also trade NFTs. One platform for all cryptocurrency products. So when they get all this organized, you are going to see, I would say, we're probably the next news that pops in January and February, you're going to start seeing more movement. So we did see this come at a cheap option because there is rumors of some of the buyback and things like that. But I don't think you're going to see these cheap seats like this. What about you?
I don't think there's going to be cheap seats for this one.
No. It's just a matter of time before this takes off. With this one, we always cover it because you want to share this with all your friends and family. This is the one chance to get in and I didn't get paid to say this. I'm just telling you the tea leaves on this. Is to put it on your watch list and look to see because it's not going to be in the same area. Now they also had they had the little debut of NSAV had a little Christmas tweet. They were on the water there, so there's the people in charge there. And then you have the yacht party, which you could see on your screen there. Kage, sorry, the girl doesn't come with the stock there. Pretty lady there. NSAV had a what's that? Sorry to disappoint you and Kameo there. I know you guys get disappointed when you guys buy the stock and that the girls don't come with the stock. Unfortunately, you can call them up and say hi to them. I know. Sorry about that. So Douglas Morgan supplied some of the information about some of the announcements for Christmas. And Hard Knocks 22 on the page of StockTwits said, if you bought tokens at 10.10, CoinStats shows you almost tripled your investment already. So already doing that already tripled your investment. Now you imagine when word gets around and this gets more heavy. What's to say there, Kage, if you have a situation where you have like you had with Reddit last year with AMC. I'm not saying this is going to do an AMC. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that if this gets into be one of these hyper stocks like last year, how people were cranking all these things up and everything like that, what's to say that this doesn't get that way and then you slept on this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's basically saying you've almost tripled your investment already. And he said, Merry Christmas, my future to all my future millionaires. Got my phone now. Okay, so going on to StockTwits, because that's where the real traders are at. Kage, what do you got there?
I found that there's mostly bulls for this stock on NSAV. Like XX says, Merry Christmas to all. A beautiful end to a year full of foundation building. 2022 is the beginning of something amazing.
Okay. What else do you got?
Let's see. This one says, NSAV Dex 2 is still sizzling on several social media outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Keep spreading the word, fam. Binance definitely did a great job.
Yeah.
This may be us in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Also, a day ago, looks like on the Facebook, Bill Huff posted, N Savage, because let's just say we're all N Savages now, huh, there, Kage?
Yeah.
The community has an interest in an NSAV Dex app full of NSAV charts, news, community token, etc. They've got a project going and was wondering if there's any interest. So if there's any interest right on that, hit up everybody. Looks like, I think they created something today. Looks like Carolina Mulell on the group. Sorry if I butchered your name there, Carolina, but the moderator's new stock discussion group. She has a chat WhatsApp app or on the WhatsApp app, so you can go check that out and see. There's also several other posts on here that we have. We can't get to all of them, but that's your latest break on some of the breaking news on that. We do cover this every Sunday, don't we, Kage?
Yeah.
We just want to get all the news. The rest of the news, we already talked about it last week. It's all stale. But watch your NSAV, and you were at the 2.829 range, and then it popped back to 3. So you're flirting with the two and the high twos and the three mark there. I don't think it'll be that in that direction. Any more relevant news that you see from some people, or is it just pretty much pump up the jam and pump up a jam in the good way, not the bad way, but. So, all right, well, we'll move on to the next. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is CEI. CEI, last tick was 0.87. It's on the downward trend, but that doesn't mean anything as far as that things could turn around. I have some ideas why this is a top stock on Yahoo, but we'll go into that speculation later because it is all speculation of what I'm saying on that. But Camber Energy, on this, the chart... Well, it doesn't look that healthy there, but that was before. It looks like in beginning October, this thing hit $4, and then there was news about the lawsuit, and the lawsuit just continues, and we'll get more into that. And we'll have some takes on as far as with this company, as far as what would you say they do, and some analysis. You don't have to on this company if you decide you don't want to. You could look at other natural gas and oil companies as well. We will give you a fresh take on what we think about natural gas and some other things here. Going with Camber Energy, it's an independent oil and natural gas company engages in the acquisition and development of sales of crude oil and natural gas for various known productive geological formations. Its operations mainly focus on central Oklahoma, good place to operate for them, West Texas, South Texas, and is headquartered in Houston, Texas there. Kage, what's your first take on this one? With you have it down currently. It's not a healthy stock as far as this, but I have an idea of why they're talking about it. What would you have to say so far about this?
From what I'm reading, it sounds like a lot of people are hoping that it's bull.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's just some controversy with like ExxonMobil, I think.
Okay, there is a lawsuit pending on this one. So let me give you my take on as far as with natural gas right now. You don't have to take this company as far as if you don't want to invest, if you're scared of the pending legality, things like that. You do have with natural gas, obviously, probably look at some company if you're not going to look at this one. See if you're too scared of this with things going on. If you want the news to like balance itself out, but weather-wise, there's a meteorologist. He's predicted. He's hoping that he's wrong, but he's predicted the next 3 months to be really, really, really cold, colder than normal. His name is Joe Bastardi, and he predicts, and he said, "Yeah, I hope I'm wrong," but he's predicting sub-frigid temperatures from now until February that are really, really bad, almost equivalent to like the Texas incident where it got really cold in Texas. Now let's hope that that's wrong, and he hopes he's wrong because that'll raise natural gas heating and oil, things like that. The bad thing is that people are going to have higher bills. So, but like I said, you don't have to do this one. You could do something else. So going into interesting about this one, I think there's a reason why some of the people that you're seeing are panicked there, Kage. It looks like I pulled this up on Yahoo. This was about 4 days ago, so it's a little stale news. So some of you that see this, you've already. It's not like I'm breaking news or anything like that. We don't have to stop the presses. Okay, Kage, it looks like a lawsuit has been filed against Canberra Energy Incorporated on behalf of purchasers of Canberra Energy securities between February 18, 2021 and October 4th of 2021. Such investors are encouraged to join the case seeking to recover damages against defendants for alleged violations of security violation laws under the Security Exchange Act of 1934. The complaint alleges that throughout the class action period, the defendants made false or misleading statements or failed to disclose that they overstated the financial and business prospects of Viking, as well as combined post-merger. Canberra failed to apprise investors for downplayed the fact that its acquisition and controlling its interest in Viking would exacerbate the company's delinquent financial statements as being listed obligations with the NYSE. So, what's your take on this so far? Because this, I mean, is this trending right now on Yahoo because we have that news, possibly? Because it's going by algorithm and searches and things like that. That's some of that. But there's been rumors about this before there, Kage. What do you got on your end?
I think a lot of people are hopeful for the
Mm-hmm.
most part.
Yeah.
Like some people say they oversold and they're ready to run,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah. Well, I think with a lot of people are posting here a reminder of the lawsuit, which I'm sure your savvy investors on StockTwits, they got it, but some people are obviously not. It looks like there's a take from and this isn't a hot take by him, but this is CBSR. He says log the long-term chart so many times makes you pause, wonder if all this news to get announced is another round of a long-term bag holders, or does CEI turn the corner? So that's the other thing, and that's what I was saying is that are some people searching this out and looking at the lawsuit, wondering that they're going to pick up on the other, but they're running out of time. I mean, I guess they got the oil operations too, but as far as natural gas, you've got this month, January and February, and then you're pretty much done with natural gas. You know what I'm saying? Because the winter was very mild. So
yeah.
before Chicago, I mean, they had record warm temperatures. Natural gas. It's not saying this might not be the company. I'm saying there could be other ones out there. So if you want to look at other ones, you can. We're just giving a take. Natural gas showed up in this company, so we're covering why it's trending. So this way, if you're looking at stuff, you don't make a mistake and get caught in. And when there's a lawsuit, when they're trying to work this out, what do you got?
For what I got, I'm not seeing many bears for this stock. Just going through the comments, just a lot of them are holding.
What are some of the ones you got? Because one I have. So you have another guy, Julian46. He says that he thinks that this thing in 3 or 4 months will be in the 10 after the lawsuit clears and everything. Uh, he said keep the secret safe. He's got the Bilbo there on there. You saw that one, huh?
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
You also have CEI STOV93 called me out and said I have not been here long enough, and right now it looks like I was all right. It's okay. Looking forward to adventures here tomorrow. Bit on the edge, to be honest. I believe in Doris and aligned with the investment strategy. So what I'm getting off of this is that some people are looking for possibly a lower range to get in, so they can jump in on cheap. So because there's some speculating on this board that you're going higher. I would think that if things were going good with the natural gas production, you get something like that after this lawsuit from the first quarter, you could see some movement there. What do you think?
Movement for this?
If you're new to trading, let's just say this: if you're new to trading, I wouldn't even touch this thing. You need to be in paper or anything like that anyway. But if it's the guys on StockTwits, they know what they're doing and they know what they're talking about. Obviously, there's some trolls out there and things like that, but for this particular stock, obviously, if you're already in for the game, you're in for the game. But I wouldn't do anything until I waited to see what happens with this lawsuit. What about you?
Yeah, I probably just
it's a good watch. It's a good watch list and things like that.
If you had already bought into it,
mm-hmm.
But if you're nervous or something,
yeah.
You can always get out and take whatever
if you buy on the cheap and say throughout the week, since a lot of people are talking about it, if they raise it up and they pump it up, you could even get in on the Friday when it's dumped out, or the following Monday when nobody's talking about it at all. You could get in on the cheap seats there and then ride it out till however long you want to ride if you got it at a good price. If you're if you're new, like I said, obviously it's a stay away there. So anything else you got on this one?
No, not for this one.
Yeah, I'm not going into the website because we've covered it a lot. If you want an introduction to this one, you can go on the website. We are covering because it's trending. We also have one more we're going to cover that's on the top trending list to see if we can give you a little information before. The information is limited because some of us were on vacation and things like that, but you do have a bunch of fresh news coming tomorrow, and we're going to be covering some of the top ones when we start seeing some movement of when the alphabets start putting out all their alphabet news. So we'll see what happens there. So we're going to go on to the next. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is XXII. XXII. Last tick was $3.24. After hours, it is trading at 19 cents. It's up. So because there was some interesting news came out, and possibly, depending on what we got on the boards here, we're going to see what's happening. So it looks like on the chart there, if you guys want to take a look at that deal, your chart on this, Kage, is pretty healthy graph considering. If you go back 3 or 4 years, I actually shorted this one a few times. Shorter's confession right there. You have, like I said, this chart is decently healthy. You are in the $3.24 range, so you're not with your dive bombers, things like that. Now, going into the news of what would you say this company does? Interesting. It's a biotechnology company which develops disruptive plant-based solutions for real science, consumer products, pharmaceutical markets. It focuses technology on altering the level of nicotine, tobacco plants, and the level of cannabinoids in hemp cannabis plant through genetic engineering and gene editing. The modern plant breed techniques. The company was founded in September 12, 2005, and is headquartered in the People's Republic of Buffalo, New York. Go Bills, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a Bills fan, but I don't mind the team. So, Kagi, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about, huh? When it comes to football, Kage's out. Kage's out in left field when it comes to football.
Not necessarily limited to Buffalo.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you got on StockTwits? Because that's where the real traders are at. What do you got from what the sentiment out there is from the StockTwitters there? So Kage's got some interesting news from StockTwits, because like I said, that's where the real traders are at. What do you got as far as there's some speculation there on some FDA approval things there?
Something like that. Chris Stander 11 says bullish. XXII. I've been trading this for 6.5 to 7 years, and we finally got
I'm with him.
MRTP, and with positive addendums from the FDA. Still hard to believe, and to what extent it was approved with.
Mm-hmm.
Trading on this by week 2 will be awesome.
Yeah, I would. That's not a hot take from him or anything like that either. I would have to agree. And this is one of the healthier stocks. I've been messing around with this one for about 2 or 3 years on the hood, and yeah, it's made a little coin, and then I gave it back with some other ones. But yeah, that this stock now there is some news trending on. This was like last week's news on Yahoo though. It's specific to this. If it's being talked about tomorrow and things are blowing up, obviously if you're new, you want to completely avoid just because you're going to buy in and you're going to end up getting shorted because if everybody's talking about this thing, it will be shorted. But this is the most important news about this stock. The leading agriculture biotechnology company focused on tobacco harm reduction, reduced nicotine, tobacco, and improving health and wellness through modern plant science, announced today that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has authorized the marketing of the company's VLN, King of VLN, menthol king reduction in nicotine content. So bad for you as far as that with the menthol part, man. Whew! I know some people that fried their lungs on that stuff. Reducing nicotine content cigarettes as modified risk tobacco products is doing. The agency found that the VLN, which smokes and tastes and smells like conventional cigarettes but contains 95% less tobacco, conventional and highly addicted cigarettes, helps reduce exposure to consumption of nicotine for smokers who use them. Today's decision will authorize VLN's MRTP application processes, the FDA and 22nd Century together at the vanguard of transforming the tobacco industry. With 60% of adult smokers in the U.S., market research tells them they're likely to try VLN. This company is a complete game changer for 22nd century. Yeah. So with this going down the line, if we see more improvements and things like that, you're going to see the needle move up. Now, question is, obviously you got to find your buy point of where you're getting in on it. If it's being promoted tomorrow's not your day to jump in. What would you say?
Yeah, I'd probably stay away from this if I was basing my stocks on like morals and whatnot, because smoking is kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That conflicts with your morals, then don't get into it. But if you're into like money and seeing like growth and prosperity, and you want to get in on it, then give it a look.
Yeah, well, any type of designate when the FDA designates anything like this, it's just gonna pop and blow off. So, but the thing is that if you're getting it when the news just pops out and you're new and you're getting into this, then it's just gonna freaking, you're gonna open up your account in the hood and you're gonna see that it dropped because a bunch of people shorted out, and then you're gonna panic and you're gonna dump because you didn't know what you're doing. So that's the thing. But if you're not new, then don't even worry about that. So. Okay, I'm on to StockTwits because that's where the real traders are at. THWG says, let's say we license RJR and we earn a fee per pack. In 12 or 18 months before we start seeing the revenue for it, recognizing it has to go through its whole life cycle. That's the thing here. Once the revenue starts pumping, this one was years ago, 18, 19, as far as in 2018, 2019, Kage. This thing was cheaper than it was now. So that's the first thing. So there is growth in this company. You're seeing higher growth because of the breakthroughs they're doing. Profo says Thursday, 77 million shares traded. The relative volume is 51.14 times the average daily volume of 1.5 million shares. It should hit the scanners coming on Monday. What do you got?
Loading up big tomorrow. Only got 1/3 size last session. This company will deliver crazy triggers from the coming months, I'm sure.
Yeah, because with this you had the FDA authorization of marketing of the 22nd Centuries Group, VLN King, the menthol combusted filter cigarettes as a modified risk tobacco products. So like I was saying, the more let's see what the numbers are going to be, say 6-8 months down the road as far as sales and things like that. When that hits, Kage, if those numbers are really good, then obviously, you know, I don't think we're going to see the below $3 mark in a while. That's for sure. Below the 2018, 2017 numbers of this, it's completely shot. So it's also another thing where it's going to give people a different approach from where they're at now with tobacco and things like that as well. So if it's anything revolutionary like any other products out there, you're going to see dividends on this one. So, but we'll just have to see how it plays out and where you're getting in, because that's the whole game, is where you're getting in on a lot of these. So, that's pretty much it. What I got for today on this, and we could revisit it with the news when that pops. Anything you got to add?
No, I don't have anything else to add. No.
Okay, so we're grinding the show to New Year's. We're trying to make it before New Year's. So, Kage, are you going to make it a dog show, or I'm going to make it a dog show?
No, I don't think either of us want to.
Okay. Wish you good night and lock in your profits on Monday. Good night now!
Good night.